Hello, and welcome back to Space Marine 2, where it has been 3-ish weeks and about 30 hours of gameplay since the last time I played, or the last time I recorded this game. We are now queued up for Operation 3, Liberatis, excuse me. Now, I need to talk about this game a little bit, because in that 30 hours, I have learned a lot, including many things that were never explained or extremely poorly explained throughout the game, and I find deeply frustrating. As I believe I already mentioned in my last couple of episodes there are a bunch of changes that are in the operations that are not in the core game, which is really weird that they are not signposted at all. There's also just things that are not explained at all. So let's take a quick look at my gear so I can give you guys an idea of part of what's going on here. So I have leveled up a bunch of weapons. I don't think we really looked at the loadouts at all, but this is what the whole loadout system looks like. So you get a pick of various weapons for each of your slots. Which weapons you have depends on the class that you're playing, and I have leveled up a bunch of them. The one really notable thing that is not explained anywhere, as far as I can tell, is, and I think I even made reference to it before. Well, now I feel dumb, because if you mouse over it, there's a tooltip. Still, that's not good enough. This defense thing is never explained, and it really is kind of hidden. So if you're just mousing over these things, you're like, okay, what does balance mean? What does fencing mean? What does block mean? Well, what it actually means is it depends. It changes the parry window. And so occasionally I was wielding a weapon that I didn't realize had no perfect parry window. So it's one thing to learn that you should be parrying a lot more than the game teaches you in the first place. It's another to realize that your weapon has a substantial, and I mean very substantial, effect on how your parry operates. So that's just completely obscured, never explained in the game, and I guess there's a tooltip that I now discover when I'm 45 hours into this game or something like that. But anyway, let's get started like this. We're just gonna roll. This is my most played class, the tactical, just because it's sort of the basic, and it has. I've played a bunch of the others. I've played them in varying amounts, so I haven't played the assault at all. Have I? I played it a little bit. I didn't bother changing the armor, but I've played. I haven't played the bulwark at all, but the other ones I've all played. They're all at like 13. That's funny. But anyway, we're good to go. I am hoping that. Oh, you know what? I actually have to change one thing. I realized. God, this is clunky. Okay, so I did set up the bots correctly. However, what I forgot to do was change the difficulty back down to minimal, because hilariously, I don't know. It's just, this is a very weird and clunky game sometimes. It's very well made in a lot of ways, but there's just some huge omissions that you have to learn on the fly. So I'm hoping now, with my much upgraded gear, my much upgraded personal skill set, and the going back to minimal difficulty, that this will be a breeze. I've avoided playing the 3 missions that are remaining. The only missions I've been playing, I drop out. Like, I've been queuing up, but I drop out of anything that's one of the canon operations. The other operations that are not listed here are kind of a weird mixed bag in terms of where they exist. Some of them are like directly in other things that happen in the story that we played in the main story. Others are like sort of complete side stories. Others almost seem like they are alternate reality versions of the exact same missions we played in the story. So it's kind of a weird mixed bag for sure.
Our Fox transmissions are not reaching the astropathic relay station. The source of the interference lies in heretic-occupied territory. Locate and destroy whatever is jamming our communications.
All right, what are we up against here?
You will be on your own from here. The Emperor protects.
Damocles, we are entering the Vox blackout area now.
Understood. Damocles out.
So this is part of the operation. Okay. Oh, this is a breeze. This is a joke now. Alright, we'll see. It's not all going to be that easy, but that was pretty funny as a, as an opening. Just breeze past that guy. I will say that depending on the class you play, and this is another, in addition to just being the max level already on this character, there is a prestige system as well, but I haven't touched it. I wanted to play this character because I have all of the, I didn't even show you the skills, but there is a skills system, which is a weird skills system. It's basically a flat skill system. You don't really pick skills so much as just, wow. Wow, these guys are easy to kill. That's hilarious. You don't really... There are a few... With a few exceptions that I've seen in the skill trees, you might occasionally choose not to take a skill. But other than that, it's not like you can... It's not like there are different builds. You mostly just get slightly additional better abilities for the class as you level it up. So... Holy shit, this... I'm doing so much damage. This is wild. It is wild how much better the weapons are when you level them up. Which really, you know, puts into perspective, and this is not the only game I've talked about this in or we've seen it in, but when the first experience with the starting experience is the worst one, because you have the least skills, like that's the problem with adding RPG systems to games that aren't really RPGs, because in an RPG, if you add RPG elements, or like in a standard, you know, a traditional RPG, you get introduced to the combat system. The reason an RPG works the way it does is you get introduced to the basics of the combat system first. You get your basic attacks, you get maybe some basic skills, that sort of thing. And then they slowly drip feed you additional things, and then give you things you can customize, so on and so forth as you go. So you're really ramping up everything at the same time. The enemies get harder, all that. In a game like this, all you're really getting is all that really means is that at the beginning, you start the game with the least compelling, most cut down version of the game, because you're still fighting all the same enemies. You're fighting less of them and they're less difficult, sure, but it is just you are just playing a busted version of your character with low quality weapons that barely keep you alive and missing 25 skills, like, which is wild. A little glitchy there. I feel like there was another thought I was in the middle of before I, Wow. I mean, this knife is good, but it is not the highest damage knife, and the knife is not the highest damage weapon, so... Felt like there was another thought I was... Are you taking a nap?
Deploying frag grenade.
Wow, I really only have to parry them once for the most part here, which is just wild. Maybe I should play this at a harder difficulty. I mean, I don't want to jinx it and end up dying a bunch at the end of the mission, but I've like barely fired my gun. Am I even hurt? I'm not even hurt. I've barely taken any damage at all. Oh man, it's hilarious. I mean, a good chunk of that is just I understand the game better, but a good chunk of that is also just I am much better equipped to actually deal with my the threats that I'm up against.
The hideous disciples of chaos chant and shriek in a barbaric tongue. Madness bubbles from their frothing mouths, and hideous cackling laughter. There are a few of us survivors, but we know old tunnels that the cultists cannot yet find. Eric will lead half the group through the reliquary. I will lead the others through the tomb vaults. We stay ahead of the slavering ones men, whose minds fester with gnawing devotion to a demon whose name I dare not speak. We are caught, and denied us the nepenthe of a swift death. Instead they perform rites on us. One of us, they say, one of us will be host. I am the leader. This should be my curse, but Eric, it brims with the potential greater than my own. In the depths of despair,
I am really flubbing a lot of these attempts to parry the little guys because trying to read when they're gonna jump is pretty difficult if they're not doing an attack like that. But because this is a fencing level weapon, or this is the fencing version of the knife, the window is very forgiving. I mean, I can basically just stand here. It's less forgiving on harder difficulties, but it is just kind of funny to see how... Oh, well, that doesn't work because I still have to dodge that. Lost a whole pip of armor there. Crazy. Oh, I completely missed that timing, so took some damage. Kind of hard to see. I do wish they used different colors sometimes, because when one of my allies hits, or I do, hit the thing with the marker, which outlines the whole thing in red, it then becomes very hard to see the red marker on the... Well, that's not what I meant to do. I need to remap the controls at some point, because heal and grenade being right next to each other is very bad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just hard to see some of the elements for no particular reason. They could have... Hey idiots, get on the thing. I have to put you on leashes? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, guys. Get in here. Are you kidding me? Am I stupid? Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind. I went backwards. Sorry. Sorry. That's on me. Why are the listings of the data slates backwards? That's weird. I did come down this way. How did I guess I didn't even realize I got back up because I didn't think it was possible to get back up, so I thought I was going a new way. Okay. Makes more sense. Oh, that's not a thing. Yeah, yeah.
Ammunition cache
All right.
here.
I still forget to use my equipment a lot, but getting better with time. Man, I'm sure at the harder difficulties, this place would be absolutely fucking swarming. You guys can take care of that, right? Ah, I should have taken the other one. I do prefer the regular stims instead of the regenerative, but that's okay. Yeah, this is practically peaceful. This is hilarious.
No telling what surprise.
I usually play on like the fourth level of difficulty now.
Such heresy cannot be allowed to continue.
Flesh-bound meddlers! Your false emperor holds no sway here!
Lies and deception.
The changer of ways shall never be thwarted!
Okay, buddy.
I've escaped. We may try to bar our path.
I really did not expect it was going to be this easy to kill these guys. It's really one parry. That's crazy. Wow, I can even knock them out of that?
Detecting warp fire signatures.
Wow. You definitely can't do that usually. It does help that the heavy is... Well, both the Tech Marine and the heavy are quite good at DPS, and their AI seems to be reasonably competent.
Justice, returning against your brother.
I do also appreciate that there are special executions for a lot of the classes. If you kill one of those platform guys with the Tech Marine, you do the execution with the Tech Marine, he takes the staff and puts it in his little mechanical claw and like blends the guy with it. It's very satisfying. All right, man.
No heretics remain. Well done.
God damn it. These guys are... I am glad they die quickly here, because they are very annoying to fight normally, especially when they have a lot of health. You know what? It just doesn't even really matter, does it? I'm barely ever taking health damage here, except for when I really screw up.
Picking up extra rounds.
Is there anything else up here? No. What are we even doing? Oh, we're capturing the Chaos Altar. I was just ignoring this thing.
We must cast out the blasphemous sorcery. Show the heretics our will is stronger.
Oh, that was weird.
Beat abomination is silent.
Oh, he's only marked. That's the other thing, that they use the same color outline for a guy who's ready to be executed and a guy who's marked. So that's pretty bad.
They sent dust to do a warrior's work.
Close engagement is the only way.
I am playing sloppy. That's okay though. What I was trying to say is, it's funny that they're sending all these little guys, because you don't even really have to attack them. If you brush past them, they die.
But we must endure.
The normal, like, corrupted Militarum guys are so squishy. All you have to do is run fast at them or roll near them. Wow, I didn't even get a chance to execute him. He just died. Oh. Wait, am I supposed to... Oh. No, I am just supposed to stand here. Okay. Am I? Or am I supposed to attack it? It says capture, which I assume means stand in the area. But... Oh, there. Okay. It eventually went. Are we... Oh, now we interact with it. Okay. I still am quite annoyed that aiming down sights prevents you from dodging. I don't know why they did that. It's such a weird decision.
Weapons hot. Fire at will. A well-fought victory, brothers. But there is greater glory still to be won.
Alright, through here. We're just going to ignore you guys. I'm sure you're very angry and are going to be loud about it, but I'm just simply going to ignore you. This may have been a mistake. This is a little chaotic. Too many guys at once. This is just generally a problem the game has. That sometimes it just throws a heap of guys at you, and no matter how good you are, you get overwhelmed. Let's change our gear real quick just to play with different things. Okay, this is interesting. So is that the field? That's the field that's preventing the, Oop, I'm not used to switching melee weapons in the middle. Got too used to the knife. Is that's what's interrupting the comms? Because that's what we're here to do, right? That's this team's primary objective, is just to deal with the comms. Wow, I can't even take one extra swing accidentally at a guy because it kills him immediately and then I don't get my execution. And what I've found really is that at higher levels, the game really does demand you constantly be doing executions to constantly replenish your shield. That's really the name of the game, is not keeping your health up, it's keeping your shield up. Still nice to know that they have weapons that aim much better than ours. Can't hit the broadside of the barn. There's no bar for this, which is just weird. But whatever. Done with that now.
Time to enjoy the show, brothers. We must breach the cathedral.
All right. I don't think... Okay, so perspective-wise... I think we're pretty far away from the main team. Because if I remember correctly, the main team is like coming from a different angle down to the center of the city during this mission.
Stratagem successful.
So we're sort of like setting them up for dealing with the guy on the bridge. Let's see. Huh. So what are we? We're really just investigating at this point?
Just death for a betrayal.
What did you trigger your ult for there, man?
Strike down that spearman.
I'm trying to remember how many missions in the main game actually had both Tyranids and Chaos in them. I think it was only like 1 or 2, right? Because these missions also sometimes they have a mode where you can play missions with modifiers, so sometimes it mixes up the enemies that are on a certain mission. So you see it more often here, not just when it's canon, but also when it just wants to add some difficulty. But it is you know, I haven't seen enough of those, even after as much as I've played now, to know how the infighting necessarily works, to get a good judge of like, can I just leave them to fight each other for a little bit or not? Obviously, it also doesn't work with my AI partners, because they get trigger happy as soon as they see anything. Let's see. Anything back here? Some equipment.
Munitions.
Anything on the other side? There are occasionally things like that where I just think I should be able to... Why did one of these guys show up out of the blue?
Primitive tactics.
God, it's hilarious to execute a Terminator with only like 3 attacks. They are still very much menaces, like they are in the main game, but like on the harder difficulties, they are nasty pieces of work, to be sure. I've also come to learn quite a lot about the population of people who play this game currently on the multiplayer. It really runs the gamut, and I won't paint with too broad of brushes. Some people are very capable and competent and know the missions well. Others are like, I'm genuinely baffled occasionally that people who are much higher level than me or have multiple prestige levels don't know how basic mechanics and missions work. Like, no man, stop standing in the circle. You have to time the circle, standing in that circle, so the level moves to the right position. You can't just stand there all day. You're literally wasting everybody's time. Time and ammo and health. Anyway, we probably don't need to hang out here. We could probably just keep moving on. These guys are these waves are such pushovers. It's really not that much of a threat. I said right before getting mauled, I'm sure. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. What even is... Oh, I didn't even set this one up, did I? I don't really want the Pyroblaster. Let's go back here. I kind of like the... This is not a gun I've used that much. I think I've only taken on 1 or 2 missions, but surprisingly handy, especially at this low level where it only takes a couple of shots to take out a guy. And I do really like the knife. I've been playing a lot of classes recently that don't have the knife as an option, but I really do like the speed of it and the did I screw myself out of picking something up because I walked into this area? I probably did, didn't I? Oh well. I do really like the knife because it is fast and it has a lot of range closing. I don't mind the chainsword. It's sort of middle of the road in all regards, I would say, a lot of the time. And so I'd almost always rather have something else. So the knife is one of my favorites. But there are a lot of unique melee weapons, depending on which class you're playing as well. I want to say there's probably like 10 of them in total across the classes. Okay, let's take a quick wander around. Maybe there's nothing back here at all.
Picking up extra rounds.
But it's so peaceful not having to fight guys off. There's also weekly challenges. Some of those are really hard. Okay, this is too many voices at once. It was one when we were all talking. It was one when the Vox entry was playing, and now having this the multi voices of the thing in our heads is a lot. What is even? Why is this all up here if... I don't know. Weird. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to do them all at some point or another. What is that? Because that's not the one of the same, like, it looks like one, but it's like a hologram or something. I forget what that thing is. Oh, there's a person in there, and it's another psyker. that's been corrupted.
Heresy led you to this end.
You know what? Part of the reason this whole thing gets me is because it just doesn't make a lot of sense, or it's not very clearly explained by the visuals. The idea of you got to stay in this place long enough to capture it, and then you have to interact with it to destroy it. Why does this not have subtitles?
Capture and defend.
How did you get behind me? Did you teleport?
We must secure that altar and get the demon host attacks. Rearming. It strikes at us. As ugly inside as outside.
Okay. Yeah, standing in these things and then having to destroy them manually is just a weird mix of things all added together. And for some reason, despite how fragile the things look, it's like you never... The answer is never shoot the thing, even though it seems like that should at least be an option.
The demon host attacks.
You know what I'm realizing is part of the reason why my AI companions are probably better now is because I've also equipped them with better... I've leveled up their weapons and equipped them with those better weapons, so that probably also directly affects it, doesn't it? Still, I don't think I would want to... Okay, so I get it. So there's a shield around it.
Return to the shrine, brothers.
Hey man, could you stop doing these area denial attacks? It's just annoying. It's just wasting my time. So you gotta... You know, the problem is it's too elaborate. So now that I look closely at it, it's like, okay, so you lower the shield around it first. Oh good, I don't have iframes during that animation. That's good. You lower the cage around it and then you have access to it. But if that was the issue, if the cage is the issue, like literally a physical cage, then you could totally just reach past it or, you know, blow it up or something.
Strikes at us. Maintain control here.
I don't know, it's just, it's a very video gamey thing, to be, it's a very arcadey type thing to be, it's a very arcadey explanation in a game that is not quite that arcadey.
Avoid its foul sorcery.
This sucks. Can you stop?
Not keep us from that altar for long.
Seriously, is that guy ever gonna stop? Oh, ow.
Disrupt.
Alright, this is a little rough.
It strikes at us.
Okay, dude, I need you to stop. You're not only can I
Demon host attacks.
not only can I not maintain my health because you're constantly barraging me, but also I can't fucking see because your projectiles are really bright and they are blowing out the automatically adjusting contrast. This is a lot of guys, especially for minimal difficulty. Like, they're not that hard to dispatch, but it's a lot of guys. It's too many guys. Oh, fuck off. Thank God I have iframes during those executions, at least. Seriously, how do I get this? Can I make this guy stop? If only the heavy would turn the right direction. I actually don't know that the heavy can block those, but really, man, could you just stop doing this? Sucks. How are all of the worst missions in this game the ones I'm doing on I'm recording? Oh, this was done. That's the other thing. This needs to like change color or something to let me know that it's done. I noticed that the ring disappears around it, but that's not a big enough indicator. I don't know why they keep calling it Demon Host. I think that because a Demon Host is a different... Well, I mean, I guess that is technically a Demon Host in the sense that it is a Psyker hosting a demon, but a Demon Host means a different thing as well. I don't know. That's weird. I'm trying to remember what the name of those greater Siege demons are. I remembered it before. I think I even said it in a video, and then I've forgotten it again now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That last combat was kind of sucky just because there was so much shit flying at me, but yeah, not too bad. Cool. Let's see. That is weird that I get... I didn't even notice that before. I do get XP bonuses. So when you get your scoreboard when you finish with the team, and you get XP bonuses for each one where you were the best at something. Weird that it happens with AI companions as well, but okay. What is that icon? I actually don't know, because I'm already at the max level for this there's a whole... This is... The whole mastery system is confusing as well, because there's multiple layers of mastery. It really took me some time to figure it out. I guess as long as we're here, we can take a very brief look at it. So we can see some of the other stuff as well. So there's the perks, and like I said, this all just goes in order. So like, I don't know why these even have links, because I guess if you decided not to pick one up, because each one of these unlocks at every level that you unlock, basically. So I guess if you just opted not to, like I opted not to take this one, I think because, so this one was enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 74% damage, but the mark's duration is reduced by 4 seconds. So I didn't want to take the reduction. There's another one I think does area radius reduced by 25%. I didn't want that one. But like, I don't know if there's nothing stopping me from taking this one. So I don't know why anyway, most of these are just, it's just, here's your next upgrade. And some of these are pretty meaningful as well. Just weird system there. What do we have? What did we get? Oh, I got the new chest piece, it looks like. Or the loincloth, okay. Wait, where's the... Oh, I do have access to this one. I just haven't equipped it. Okay, interesting. Do I also have... Oh, I also have... Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? I didn't like that one because it overwrites my insignia. Yeah, this whole system is very odd. I don't think I showed this before. But the whole like editing your heraldry, it's all in these like submenus of submenus, which is just strange. It's just very clunky. it doesn't look that clunky right now because I'm not going to pick it into everything. But the way that it says, okay, custom pattern, shared pattern, and then there's armor sets. But the armor sets are attached to the class, not the not your account as a whole. But then shared pattern and custom pattern, for some reason there's custom patterns, and there's 2 pages of custom shared patterns, but for some reason they're on different tabs instead of, I don't know, just giving me a scroll bar. This is weird stuff all around, just clunky. Was there something else I was gonna show? I don't think we unlocked another thing. Oh, this was the other thing. So you have these, each version of the gun, or like each of these weapons is slightly different, and so I can spend a certain amount of currency, in this case like 75 of these credits here, which I get from all kinds of stuff, to unlock a new variant of the gun. And each variant has its own XP bar. So you can see on this one I have 25,500 or 2,554 rather mastery out of the total. But then there's also a mastery bar for this chunk, and you can still get more mastery of this without buying a different variant. But also, why would you? Because you get both at the same time. So unless you just straight up hate a version of the gun, which, I mean, it costs almost nothing to unlock these. And then there's these mastery points, which I don't think is even the term. No, it is the term. It's the mastery points, which I don't know why they show up on this screen, because you gain them in the versions tab where you've mastered certain versions of the gun. You gain mastery points, and then you go into the perk tree to spend those mastery points on the perks for the entire class of gun. It's just clunky all around. It's so weird. Anyway, I think I might switch to a different, now that was such a breeze, I'll switch to another class just so I can show off some of the other classes for the remaining 2 missions, I think. And then, yeah, I don't think I'll, unless anybody's really clamoring for it, I can come back and do them. But the rest of the missions are not the ones that are the ones shown in the canon of the story. They are outside missions of one kind or another, even though some of them, to me, feel more story integrated even than the 2 that we've done, or the 3 that we've done for the story integrated ones. It's just weird all around. It's a weird narrative, delivery of a narrative in general. Why do you have side stories? Why not just have completely unreal? I mean, I guess so you can reuse assets, but whatever. Weird thing. I enjoy it though, for all of my hemming and hawing. It's just weird. Okay. I'll come back with the next episode in the next episode. That's not right. I'm an idiot.